Hello everyone, today we'll learn 7.1, the demand in the open economy. It includes 1. Preliminaries and assumptions, 2. Consumptions, 3. Investment, 4. The government, 5. The trade balance, 6. Exogenous changes in demand. 1. Preliminaries and assumptions. For our purposes, the foreign economy can be thought of as the rest of the world, RW. The key assumptions we make are as follows. Because we are examining the short run, we assume that home and foreign price levels, P bar and P star bar, are fixed due to price stickiness. As a result of price stickiness, expected inflation is fixed at 0, pi E equals 0. If prices are fixed, all quantities can be viewed as both real and nominal quantities in the short run because there is low inflation. We assume that government spending G bar and the taxes T bar are fixed at some constant level, which are subject to policy change. We assume that conditions in the foreign economy, such as foreign output Y star and the foreign exchange rate I star, are fixed and taken as given. Our main interest is in the equilibrium and the fluctuations in the home economy. We assume that income Y is equivalent to output, that is, gross domestic product GDP equals gross national disposable income. We further assume that net fed income from abroad, NFIA, and the net unilateral transfer, NUT, are 0, which implies that the current account equals the trade balance, TB. 2. Consumption. The simplest model of aggregate private consumption relates to household consumption C to proposable income YD. Consumption equals C times Y minus T bar. This equation is known as the Keynesian consumption function, marginal effects. The slope of the consumption function is called the marginal propensity to consume, MPC. We can also define the marginal propensity to save, MPS, as 1 minus MPC. Figure 7-1 shows the consumption function. The consumption function relates private consumption C to disposable income Y minus T bar. The consumption function slopes upward. As disposable income increases, the consumption increases. The slope of the function is the marginal propensity to consume, MPC. It tells us how much of every actual $1 of disposable income received by household is spent on consumption. We generally assume that MPC is between 0 and 1 when consumers receive an actual unit of disposable income, whether it is a euro, dollar, or yen. They will consume only part of it and save the remainder. For example, if you spend 75 cents of every actual $1 of disposable income you receive, your MPC is 75 cents. The marginal propensity to save, MPS, is 1 minus MPC. In this example, MPS equals 25 cents, meaning that 25 cents of every actual $1 of disposable income is saved. 3. Investment. The firm's borrowing cost is the expected real interest rate, RE, which equals the nominal interest rate, I, minus the expected rate of inflation, pi E. RE equals I minus pi E. Since expected inflation is 0, the expected real interest rate equals the nominal interest rate, RE equals I. Investment I is a decreasing function of the real interest rate, that is, investment falls as the real interest rate rises. Remember that this is true only because When expected inflation is 0, the real interest rate equals the nominal interest rate. Figure 7-2 shows the investment function. The investment function relates the quantity of investment I to the level of expected real interest rate, which equals the nominal interest rate I when, as assumed in this chapter, the expected rate of inflation pi is 0. The investment function slopes downward as the real cost of borrowing falls. More investment projects are profitable. For the government, we all assume that the government's law is simple. It collects an amount T of taxes from private households and spends an amount G on government consumption of goods and services. Excluded from this concept are large sums involved in government transfer programs such as Social Security, medical care, or unemployment benefit systems. In the unlikely event that G equals T exactly, we say that the government has a balanced budget. If T exceeds G, the government is said to be running a budget surplus of size T minus G. If G exceeds T, a budget deficit of size G minus T, or equivalent, a negative surplus of T minus G. Government purchases equals G equals G bar. Taxes equals T bar. 5. The trade balance. The law of the real exchange rate in the aggregate. When spending patterns change in response to changes in the real exchange rate, we say that there is expenditure switching from foreign purchases to domestic purchases. If home's exchange rate is E, the home price level is P bar, fixed in the short run, and the foreign price level is P star bar, also fixed in the short run. Then the real exchange rate Q of home is defined as Q equals E times P star bar divided by P bar. We expect the trade balance of the home country to be an increasing function of the home country's real exchange rate. That is, as the home country's real exchange rate rises, depreciates, it will export more and import less, and the trade balance rises. The law of income levels. We expect an increase in home income to be associated with an increase in home imports and a fall in the home country's trade balance. We expect an increase in rest of the world income to be associated with an increase in home exports and a rise in the home country's trade balance. The trade balance is therefore a function of three variables: the real exchange rate, home disposable income, and the rest of the world disposable income. Figure 7-3, 102 shows the relationship between trade balance and the real exchange rate. The trade balance is an increasing function of the real exchange rate, E times P star divided by P. When there is a real depreciation, a rise in Q, foreign goods become more expensive relative to home goods, and we expect the trade balance is to increase as exports rise and the imports fall, a rise in TB. Figure 7-3, 2 out of 2 shows the relationship between trade balance and income. The trade balance may also depend on income. If home income level rises, then some of the increase in income may be spent on the consumption of imports. For example, if home income rises from Y1 to Y2, then the trade balance will decrease, whatever the level of the real exchange rate, and the trade balance function will shift down. Marginal effects. Once more, we refer to MPCF as the marginal propensity to consume foreign imports. let MPCH exceeds 0 be the marginal propensity to consume home goods. By assumption, MPC equals MPCH plus MPCF. For example, if MPCF equals 10 cents and MPCH equals 65 cents, then MPC equals 75 cents. For every actual dollar of disposable income, home consumers spend 75 cents, 10 cents on imported foreign goods, and 65 cents on home goods, and they save 25 cents. 6. Exogenous changes in demand. Figure 76a shows exogenous shock to consumption. When households decide to consume more at any given level of disposable income, the consumption function shoots up. Figure 76b shows exogenous shocks to investment. When firms decide to invest more at any given level of the interest rate, the investment function shoots right. Figure 76c shows exogenous shocks to the trade balance. When the trade balance increases at any given level of the real exchange rate, the trade balance function shoots up. Thank you.